Hello, beautiful. I'm excited for this video and I'm gonna get really passionate. And this is for you if you've read the books, journaled every single day, repeated your affirmations until you're blue in the face, possibly even did your power pose in the mirror, and you still don't feel worthy as fuck. Still don't feel confident in your body, or maybe you have moments of confidence, but it's very shaky. And I still don't feel like the woman you know you are deep down. This is for you. Stay tuned, okay? Because I'm about to tell you why the inner work isn't working the way you thought it would and what you need to do instead. I'm Lisa Falconer, a self-love and confidence coach for high-achieving women. I'm passionate about blending energy work, subconscious rewiring, and embodiment practices to help you stop second guessing yourself and finally become the main character in your life. Now, I want to share a bit of a story about my journey, okay? And I struggled with severe anxiety, insecurities, doubt. Like I was at constant war with myself. And I started to hit my healing journey and I was doing the hypnosis, the EFT. I was doing regular Reiki sessions. Like, let me tell you, I did timeline therapy. Like I got trained in them all. I was constantly very into the healing world. And guess what? I still, after years of doing the healing, years doing all these practices, I still struggled with my confidence. I was still a constant war with myself and very, very shaky in who I was. Yeah, and that's why I'm really passionate about this because it's not the mindset. Mindset is not the problem. You don't even need to do the healing. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so you can become the main character in your life. Okay, because let's be real. Like, let's have radical honesty with ourselves and take responsibility. Okay, you've done so much. You've probably ticked all the mindset boxes: affirmations, journaling, vision boards, shadow work. Maybe you're as crazy as me. You've done the hypnosis and the energetics and all the things. But deep down, you still don't feel safe being seen. Maybe you don't even tie that to feeling safe. Maybe you just have that feeling of no one sees you, not being seen, and how that feels for you. Okay. You still don't feel grounded in your worth. And what I mean by this is, like what I said, very shaky in who you are, taking up space in your worth, in your confidence. Okay. Grounded means it's kind of like rooted in, it's not shakable. Okay. You're still performing confidence and not actually living it. And performing confidence, and you see this a lot on social media, is people are pretending to be confident by maybe dancing, dressing a certain way, pretending to be someone that you're not in order for confidence. Okay. And just a very quick example is when I did my embodied movement facilitator training, and that was also at the same time as becoming a somatic sexologist. And I really thought that I needed to be a very sexual, sensual person, to be a woman, to have that, radiating confidence. I started behaving that way, thinking that I just needed to, that's who I'm supposed to be. So if I started behaving like her, that's who I naturally am. And so to me, that's performing confidence. You pretending to be someone that you're not. So for instance, I'm a very, I guess, more of a modest person. I'm not a very sexual, slow, sensual person that just lives that slow life. Like I'm a get shit done kind of person. Okay. So that's performing confidence. And they're not actually living it. They're probably putting on a show for either the algorithm, their partners, trying to fake it, fake their way to wherever they're wanting to achieve. And here's why. You've been trying to think your way into feeling worthy. Okay. You've been trying to use, embody that worth from your mind. But confidence doesn't live in your mind. Okay. that your power lives. The power does not live in your to-do list, checking off all those boxes. How much mindset work have you done today? That's not where your confidence or your power or your worth actually lies. And in another video, I'll talk about this, but your mindset work doesn't actually start in the mind. Your mind, your current mindset actually begins from the bottom up. Okay. So tying this all to your confidence, your worth, it actually lives in your body. Okay. The real reason you don't feel confident, even though you've done all the work, is because you've been so fucking disconnected from this one thing that actually holds your power, and that's your body. And that's why I've got this Instagram post ready to post, and it's all about self-care isn't self-love. So often we're taught that self-love is what you need in order to embody your self-worth. But the reason why that doesn't work is, how are you treating yourself for the other 23 hours of the day? Are you at war with yourself? Okay, you can't love yourself by just saying nice things to yourself, by just trying to better your mindset. Okay, because your whole self is from top to bottom. It's your body. Your soul is in your body. Your heart is physically in your body. Okay, but yet you're trying to love yourself and feel confident and worthy from the mind, and completely ignoring your body, which actually makes up majority of who you are, if you think about it. Okay, so you can't manifest worthiness from your mind if your nervous system doesn't feel safe to be seen. Okay, you can't embody confidence if your energy is stuck in people pleasing, being a perfectionist, or performance. This is the trap that so many high achieving women fall into. Okay, they're constantly trying to think their way into wholeness. They try to fix themselves with more mindset hacks, courses, podcasts. But what they really need is to come back home to themselves, to their truth, to their breath, to the body that's been screaming for them to slow down and feel. Now, this isn't all about being the soft girl era or the slow girl era. It's about dedicating some time to feel what your body is talking. And I was a big believer, and I went down this massive path for a long time of letting your body do the talking. What is she trying to say to you? This is where your intuition lives, the power. Okay, what is she saying to you? This is where you can receive the guidance of who you fucking are. Okay. And I could talk about that for ages. So I need to slow my calm down. So what you crave isn't more information. What you think you need is some information, some tips, some hacks to boost your self-love. Okay. But that's not what you actually need. It's actually integration. It's the embodiment. Because here's the thing, confidence isn't just a mindset, it's a frequency. It's an energy. It's how you move, how you breathe, how you lead yourself in every moment. When you learn how to regulate your nervous system, when you release the pressure to perform, when you stop fixing and start feeling, that's when the shift happens. That's when your confidence becomes unshakable. That's when you start living as the woman you actually are. Because your higher self, the person that knows who the fuck they are, the confident, perfect version of you, if I can get my words out, lives in your body. She's already there. You just need to learn to come home to her. You just need to learn to connect with her. It's not about rewiring your mind. It's not about thinking better thoughts about yourself. It's not about the 5 minutes of self-care. It's about becoming one with her, and that is through the body. Okay, now why I say I combine the energy and the subconscious and the embodiment is because I don't think you can do one without the other. If you're a very heady person like me, you may need the mindset, the healing, the energetics to calm your mind, to release your crazy thoughts, to come back to peace and presence. Clear your energy field so you can drop into your body, so you connect with her. And then you need the embodiment. If you're not embodying who you are, how the fuck do you ever think you'll be the confident person that you want to be? It just, you can't. So I do believe that they coexist. Okay. So if you're a high achieving woman who's done all the right things, but still feels like something's missing, it's just because you are disconnected. Okay. And if you're ready to return to your body, your power, your fucking truth, then get my free main character energy bundle, which is basically just an embodied confidence toolkit. Okay, it includes powerful EFT activations, meditation, embodiment tools to reconnect you to your worth at your root level. Okay, so the link for that is in the description. Okay, and make sure you subscribe for weekly videos that go beyond the mindset and into full body confidence. Okay, and I will see you next time. Bye, my loves.